Habits is by far the number one thing that we focus on at Heartletics. It's not personalized meal plans. It's not personalized workouts. It's not the, community group, not the support, not the guidance. The number one thing that we focus on is habits. That's it. That's it. Habits. That is obviously like what we really teach and help our members focusing on developing more. Now, sure, right? Obviously, aiding into creating better habits is personalized meal plans, is personalized workouts, is community group, is support, is guidance, and the whole education, the whole 9 yards, right? But at the end of the day, right, like our focus is to really help individuals create and establish new habits. Why? Because where you are at right now in your life, it has everything to do with your routine. It has everything to do with your habits. And it can also forecast the future of where you're trying to get to. Let's face the facts. If you're sitting around all day long and let's just say your routine is constantly the same, right? You wake up late, you're rushing around to brush your teeth and take a shower before work or whatever the case may be, rushing around to get your clothes on, out the door. Maybe you're stopping at like McDonald's, getting, some fast food or whatever the case may be, or even skipping breakfast. And then, lunchtime hits, you're getting some, a sub and maybe some chips. And then, dead tired at work, right? Maybe 2, 3 o'clock hits, you're exhausted. Come home around 5 or 6. And guess what, right? You're tired, but, your spouse maybe has some food ready for you. You have some food, and then, hey, next thing you know, you crack open a beer, you watch some TV. The kiddos are there watching TV with you or, playing on their little tablets. And then the next day, it's the same old song and dance. Repeat Monday through Friday. And then maybe on the weekends, you spend a little more time with your family, and that's pretty much it. that's your routine, right? You can see, right? It's clockwork, And the only thing that's going to, be hard for you, honestly, is changing your mindset. Because it's kind of like the phrase, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You got to be more open-minded. And you have to truly understand, especially if that is your routine, that one, you can instantly change your life. So it doesn't have to feel like it's Groundhog's Day each and every day, but it's going to be tough, especially if you've been in this routine for quite some time, And it also can forecast, like I said, of where it is that you're trying to get to, because let's face the facts. If you're not taking care of your body, you're not eating properly, you're not training, you're not being active, it's really doing yourself a disservice to your own health. Not just for your family, because, hey, monkey see, monkey do. They're going to be following through in your footsteps also as your kids grow older. But most importantly, as you get older in age, it's going to be harder for you. If you're in your 40s, guess what? It's a lot easier to get in shape in your 40s than it is in your 50s. If you're in your 50s, it's a lot easier to get in shape than your 60s. So it's like, take action, Have that, pursuit of, okay, I want to make a change. I want to do something about it. But how? How do you make a change? Habits. Plain and simple, And with habits, there's an amazing book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Amazing book. And honestly, like this is kind of like what we coach and teach our, members on how to have success and to formulate new habits. And you need to understand that you can't just go cold turkey. And this is why the ketos, the paleos, the Weight Watchers, the intermittent fastings, all these different diets and programs that you probably realistically have tried before in the past have failed you. Because you go from eating carbs to not eating carbs. You see some, the number on the scale go down instantly, and you got that shiny object syndrome because you feel like you just, mastered, how to become a nutritionist overnight, right? But little do you know, weight loss and fat loss are two different things. Little do you know that, hey, carbohydrates store water within the body. Don't believe me? What happens when you drop your phone into a pool? Go to Google, go to YouTube. It's going to say, take your phone and put your phone into a bowl of rice. That rice is going to extract the water right out of it so it can start working properly again. Well, it's the same way on how, carbohydrates work within our body. If you cut out the carbs, guess what? You lose water weight. Water weight and fat loss, two different things, right? If you're not eating enough of the right foods, guess what? You're going to lose that hard-earned muscle. So you can see the number on the scale go down by losing your muscle, but once again, your body fat might just increase. That's why it's two different things. So How do you formulate better habits without doing this cold turkey effect where it's probably realistically something you already tried, where you lost some weight and then regained it right back? How do you actually create sustainable habits? Well, you got to formulate new habits, new habits that work within your lifestyle. And the best way on doing so is called habit stacking. So I'm going to give you a few little, analogies here that you can easily implement into your own life. Think in terms of your daily routine right now, okay? Let's say the morning comes. What happens? Does your alarm go off? Most likely. Okay, cool. So a good habit to, let's just say, maybe if you are constantly the person that hits the snooze button over and over and over again, right? Sleeps in, and then they're late for work, and then it seems like the day's getting behind them, right? They can never catch up to speed. Well, a good habit for you is, one, have that alarm, maybe on the other side of your bedroom, right? Where you have to actually physically get out of bed and walk to go turn it off. Because I'm pretty sure if you get out of bed, the likelihood of you going right back to sleep is slim to none. But a good habit for you is maybe have maybe you want to start being more active, and start going for walks in the morning or push-ups or whatever. Let's say have some, gym clothes or active wear right there next to your alarm clock. So it's a reminder, okay, cool. Let me hit the alarm. Let me turn it off. But also my clothes are right there, or maybe better yet, put your clothes over top of your alarm clock. So that way you literally have to physically grab your clothes, to turn off that alarm clock. And guess what? It's a habit because the alarm clock's already waking up. All you're doing is making some fine-tune adjustments, right? That's it. That suits your lifestyle. Fine-tune adjustments, And so that's one analogy. Another thing that you can do, because we like to focus on nutrition, we like to focus on training, but we also like to focus on the mindset as well. Very much so the mindset at Heartletics, because this is what leads to people breaking their self-limiting beliefs. This is what leads to our members having more confidence, but also long-term success, So maybe affirmations, right? A little pep in the step, right? A little hype up speech, before you get your day started. I like to personally say my affirmations first in the morning in the mirror, looking at myself. Guess what I'm also doing? Brushing my teeth. So maybe for you is have a little sticky note or notepad somewhere on your, bathroom mirror. And maybe it might say something like, I'm in the process of becoming the best version of myself each and every day. Or maybe it's something like, today I'm going to become a beast. Today I'm going to own the day. Today, I'm going to become unstoppable. Or, nothing's going to stop me from becoming a champion. Something like that. Something that resonates with you and really hypes you up. And guess what? You're brushing your teeth. The likelihood of you seeing that sticky note is right there. All you have to do is say it. That's it. Easy habit. Easy, right? You're already doing something, brushing your teeth, right? That's already part of your routine. And you're formulating a new habit with it. Habit stacking. Maybe another one for your mindset. Maybe you want to start, writing down in a journal the things that you're grateful for, because that's huge, right? Like gratitude is such a big amplifier to having more abundance in your life. And so maybe you want to start, once again, journaling. Well, maybe you drink coffee each and every day. So an easy habit would be simply just have your journal right there next to your coffee pot, so that way when you're brewing your coffee, the journal's right there, grab and go. Grab your coffee, grab the journal. Takes, honestly, 5 minutes max. Right? Write down the things that you're grateful for. That's it. And it's a huge benefit once you really start doing that each and every day. Honestly, if that's the number one thing I can encourage anybody to do, it's simply that, Another habit might be, let's say everybody goes to the refrigerator from time to time, right? Throughout the course of the day. Maybe you have a sticky note on your refrigerator and right there on the door, or a piece of paper that says, hey, before you open up the fridge, drop down and give me 10 push-ups or 20 push-ups or whatever the case may be. Something that is something that you can easily sustain and do. But guess what? It's formulating a new habit. Okay, hey, before I open up that fridge, let me bust out some push-ups real quick. That's it. And you can do this with any aspect of where it is that you're trying to formulate new habits in your life. You just need to look in terms of your current routine and how do we implement that into, hey, what is something that we can easily do to just make it an add-on? Habit stacking. You know, you drink coffee every day, right? Maybe have protein powder next to your coffee pot as well. So it's a reminder, okay, hey, I'm going to put a little cream in there, not too much, but also as I'm putting my coffee in there, I'm going to wait till it cools down a little bit, add a scoop of protein powder because maybe you're not getting enough protein throughout the course of the day, and that's beneficial for your fat loss goals. So guess what? You add a scoop of protein powder, you mix it up maybe with a frother, so that way it blends very smoothly. You drink that instantly. Guess what? Another habit. You're drinking coffee all throughout the course of the day, or at least once a day. Hey, you put a scoop of protein powder in there. Something simple like that, And when you get creative with this, you can really figure out how to formulate better habits for your lifestyle. And I promise you this, just like how I started off the episode today. When you have new habits, you'll have a completely different life. If you're the habits and the routine of rushing around in the morning and you're late for work and you have no time to spend with your kids and tired throughout the course of the day and whatever the case may be, guess what? That is going to be your future, right? In the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, except for harder the older you get, as I mentioned. So what you need to start doing is taking priority of your own health. Start taking action, right? Start manning up and stepping up to the plate and say, okay, hey, instead of me going cold turkey, trying all these different things that I've tried before in the past that only failed me, why don't I go ahead and try something new, right? But something that's an add-on to my current routine, my current lifestyle. And this is going to help me, obviously exceed more with your mindset, exceed more with your health and fitness journey. And once again, it doesn't have to be hard. If, let's just say you're already having, eggs for, breakfast. Guess what? If you have two fried eggs for breakfast, buy a carton of egg whites, add a little bit of egg whites in there. Boom. Next thing you know, it's just like, once again, more protein. Or if you're already eating chicken, hey, instead of having 4 ounces, have 6 ounces. It's just like, have a reminder somewhere of, okay, hey, if we're doing this, let's add on, right? And when you make these small little tweaks and start adding in things into your life instead of taking them away, instead of cutting things out, like guess what? You probably already tried cutting out your carbs, as I mentioned. Probably tried cutting out your calories. Probably tried cutting out all these different things and cutting out your favorite foods. Don't do that. It's self-sabotage. Focus instead on adding new things in. Because when you add new things in, aka new habits, you have a completely new life. And I promise you that life is going to be full of, better health, better mindset, more confidence, more energy, and obviously longevity. Because that right there is priceless. So hopefully you guys got some value from today's episode. If you did, definitely let me know. And by far, right, habit stacking is the best way to formulate new habits with your own lifestyle that is going to be sustainable. And that's what we help our members focus on at Heartletics. Peace out, Girl Scouts.